With that, the situation on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, how people have spent hours in that traffic. And we'd like to bring you live updates from the situation, the traffic situation on that axis. You can see pictures. This is the situation of a lot of people, not just this morning, from yesterday. And we have my colleague, Bukola Samuel-Wemimo, who's been joining the show just right there in traffic. Bukola, I know such a harrowing experience, having been in that traffic for what, 4 hours or thereabouts for you. Can you just tell us, what is the situation right now?
Well, good morning, Kadi. It's beginning to move, thankfully. First of all, let me just say that I've been in traffic since about 5:25 a.m. or thereabouts. And unlike other days, you have to be prepared for the traffic on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Because when you get to the Long Bridge, that's when the traffic usually starts. But today the traffic started well before Long Bridge. For me, it started at MFM. And we didn't know what was responsible for the traffic. My colleague who also uses this route had prepared me beforehand to say that the traffic had started somewhere at Samuel-Wemimo. But for me, it started at MFM, as I said. Now, there are alternative routes. I wonder if you saw it in that video, if it was captured, on both sides of the expressway. Those alternative routes, you can access them at Arepo. Yes, so you divert, you take the underbridge at Arepo for the alternative route that leads to Kara and that leads to Opik. But today, I can see very little activity on the alternative route. So what is responsible for the longer delay way back we really don't understand. But I'm getting closer to what we know is responsible, which is the rehabilitation work done here at Opik end of the expressway, just before the turning that goes back to by the end of the expressway and the one that leads to Lagos. So we know that this is what causes the congestion, and the vehicles begin to queue, and then it goes way back to Long Bridge. But it started way back this morning. If the alternative route would be, go ahead, Kadi.
Pardon me, I mean, you can even hear the frustration from one of the drivers having to go through that. Clearly, this is not the usual traffic. And I know that, yes, a lot of people will need to brace up, people coming from not just Ibadan, but from different parts of the country into Lagos this morning. We'll come back to you for more updates. Really, my heart goes out to you. I hope to see you in the office a few hours, who knows, from now. But please stay strong, all right?
Thank you, Gandhi.
All right, my colleague Bukola Samuel-Wemimo, just right in the middle of that traffic, like thousands of other commuters. We'll take a quick break now. When we return, we'll give you an insight into just another angle of the political conversation this morning. Don't go away.
Let's see how Bukola is wading through the traffic where she is. Hello, Bukola.
Good morning, Chamberlain. Bukola has been set free, finally. You can see the outbound route of the traffic is flowing freely, but the one that heads to Lagos is where you find the congestion. And so I spent all of 3 hours in traffic this morning. The traffic started at MFM. Usually you prepare for the traffic on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway caused by this rehabilitation work carried out by the federal government. But this time around, the traffic didn't start at the, what do you call it now, the industry end of the Long Bridge, which is where it begins. And you know that, in all of 20 to 30 minutes, you're out of it. But it started at MFM. And motorists were wondering what the problem was. So we couldn't find out what the problem was, why the traffic started earlier than usual this time around. In the shots that were provided, I wonder if you can see that there are alternative routes on both ends of the expressway. The one that connects to Opik, close to us here, and the one that connects Kara, where you find the butchers. But this time around, we found that the alternative routes had less activity. So motorists were not really using the alternative routes, perhaps because the alternative routes are really bad. But the one-way patrons. You find a lot of them on the expressway today, and you can also see that the motorcycles were doing quick business. You find a lot of them riding against traffic on the Ibadan route of the expressway, so that they can get commuters to their destinations quickly. So we found a lot of motorists and motorcycle riders riding and driving against traffic this morning. But what caused the traffic and made us spend longer hours on the routes today, we really can't tell. Yes, Chamberlain.
What a day it is already, and it will be for many others who are already on that route. I mean, that's the route quite a number of people have to go through to get to wherever it is that they've got their business. But, Buki, we do thank you for that perspective. And having been set free as well, so if you've got anyone else, I mean, who, you know, may want to go through that route, you may advise them to do otherwise if they can.